Hey guys, it's Tony Gattari here from Achievers Group with another passionate yet extremely practical business video vitamin. I'm going to get behind the screen today. I'm actually going to show you something that I have learnt, something that I've applied in my sales career. It is very much steeped in psychology. This stuff truly works. I'm a living testimony to actually how this operates. I have used this in countless times in any engagement. And I want to share with you, and I want to get behind the screens. There is no secret here. There are just principles of understanding how to actually motivate people. What is the amazing formula for sales success? Let's go through it because I think it's really important. This is the formula. This is the buying formula. D times V plus FS must be greater than the resistance of change, because buying is actually about change. What you're actually trying to do is to effectively get people to change. Your job is to effectively reduce the barriers for that change. And I want to show you a formula that is really powerful. Now, this formula is not only applied to sales, but can be applied to marketing and also can be applied from a leadership perspective in changing team members' ideas, philosophies, and behavior. So what is this amazing formula? What does this all mean? Let's go through it. Number one, D, which is the first aspect, is dissatisfaction or desire. Now, marketing sometimes creates desire. You know what I'm talking about. We have the wonderful image of how your life will look like. We call it lust. We call it greed. We call it keeping up with the Joneses. We call it who has the most toys win. We call it the mark of the brand. And there's a lot of marketing that is associated with not the car or the product, but what the product, or I'm using cars here, represents. If I have this, this is what my life will look like. There are many factors. So desire is an important aspect of that. But let's not also realize that the other area, especially in the area of selling, is dissatisfaction. Now, dissatisfaction is actually finding your bruise, but not just trying to solve it at that stage, actually turning that bruise and making it bleed. Now, I'm pretty good at this. I don't do it aggressively, but I really have learned how to ask really deep and meaningful questions that agitate and disturb you, that get you to a position of uncomfortability, because I realize that my job is to make you uncomfortable with your current situation, make you uncomfortable with your current supplier. My job is to effectively really take it from a memory perspective and make that present then and there. And really important that I know how to do that subtly, and that's not by talking, it's predominantly by listening and asking really good questions. And when you find the bruise, going deeper on that bruise. Because your temptation, if you are a novice to sales, is to try to solve that. Don't. Highlight the dissatisfaction, linger there. Next principle is once I've created dissatisfaction or desire, you just can't sort of leave the customer there because they have to actually then solve that need. So next thing I've got to do is provide vision. Now, vision is not the features. It is the benefit, but it's more than the benefits. It's painting the dream of how your life, your business will look like. It's actually painting a canvas. I'm painting a picture of what it will look like. Old proverb says, without vision, people will perish. It's really important to actually cast vision. I fundamentally believe one of my great skills is actually knowing how to cast vision of what your life, your business could look like with my product or service. Because that vision is so important because it taps in to the left-hand side of the brain, and that taps into the emotional side, and the emotional side does truly rule the logical side. Next thing I have to then do is actually then have to create first steps. I have to make it really, really, really easy for you to buy. So once I've created dissatisfaction or desire and I've timed it by the vision, I've painted the canvas, I've actually got to chunk it down and make sure it's really, really easy to buy. And that then has to be actual greater than the resistance of change. So as you can see, guys, that amazing formula is D, dissatisfaction or desire. Do I have the elements? Do I have the techniques of doing that? Times V, which is vision. Have I painted the picture? Plus first steps. Am I doing stage 1, stage 2? You know, inch by inch to cinch. Get low involvement, low commitment initially. Has to be greater than the resistance of change. It is an amazing formula. If I can give you one bit of wisdom and insight, just learn that formula, understand it. There is real power and potency in applying that in a very practical way in the area of sales, marketing, and also leadership. So guys, until next time, God bless you. Have the most amazing week. Bye.